Hey everybody, this is Sean Y. Today I want to make a video here kind of regards to this Alexis character that just won elections over in Greece and became the first open so-called atheist leader of Greece. Now, one, I'm not going to believe for a second this guy's an atheist. He's obviously another puppet that's been put in to go along with this whatever New World Order agenda. This push for this basically Antichrist system. I'll just call it what it is. Now, these guys, they have an agenda and they know what they're doing. They are put there. The only reason they're coming out and pushing this atheist thing, I think, is just to sway people into the unbelief of God, period. They believe in something. They believe in a God. Their God is Lucifer of this world. Okay, I'm not going to get into that, but I'm going to show you right now that there's been a lot of videos going up about this guy coming from nowhere, getting into the whole he might be the Antichrist thing, just like Obama's been pushed over and over again as the Antichrist. I just don't. It's not so. It's not biblical to try to tie these people into being the Antichrist. Now, they are Antichrist for sure, but they're not the Antichrist. They are part of this system that's bringing in the Antichrist. Now, what I would say is maybe with where I think we are in time, with everything going on, especially in Israel, everything going on in the world, the way we're seeing this one world government form very fast and just escalating with the police state. I mean, just so much is going on that and escalating so fast here ever since, especially here in the United States after 9/11. That wasn't just something affected the United States, even though that's what its focus was, to basically do what it's done to the United States. Bring it down, take our rights. Basically, it's stripping us down to third world status, you know. So there was lots of reasonings for that, but it played much more political games and things like that too. But you got to look at, I think you got to focus on the Pope. Not that I think he's the Antichrist, but I think this Pope, very well could be a false prophet, or at least working as that, is what it seems. It was just weird from how this last Pope just bowed out early. You got this new open Jesuit Pope, and where am I going with this? Why would I think this? It goes all the way back to, we'll get back to this Alex character here, but let's go to any, just type in world leaders, like I did, world leaders that have met the Pope, and just go through the list. That's all you gotta do. Everywhere from Putin to, I mean, you got Putin, you got, let's see, I'm trying to make all these fit in a box. Sorry, I don't have a movie program yet. I'm working on it, so I got to do it this way. It's a pain. Obama, Bushes have been there. The Queen, like over here. I mean, you can literally just do this search yourself. You know, I'm not going to take too much time pointing all these out. Go all the way back to Hitler. Alright? This goes all the way back to Hitler, past presidents. Basically, every world leader, almost every world leader, has met with this Pope. One of the first places they go or eventually get to, is meeting this Pope, shaking their hands, giving a little Masonic handshakes like this here, you know, or kissing their hands, kissing the rings, bowing down to them. Now, why would the leader of all these countries find, even though we have nothing in common with half of these world leaders, yet the only common ground they seem to have is they go and visit and worship this leader of this church, of this massive church? Why? Because I believe this Catholic Church is, what you would say, the one that's going to bring in and point to this Antichrist, the real Antichrist that comes in and says, worship him. That's how much influence this church has and always has throughout time. Alright, now, you want to talk about this Alex guy. I think he's just another puppet, another pawn thrown out there. And this was back in September 2014.
Their meeting didn't appear in the Pope's official agenda, and no images were distributed. In their meeting, they talked about Europe's humanitarian crisis, climate change, and the need to take action to achieve peace.
Even though we start from different points, ideological.
See, this is going back to September 2014, and now here we are, January 2015, and after meeting with the Pope, this man is elected, being an open atheist, so-called atheist, in Greece for prime minister. So that's my point of this video. You have to understand how much power this Pope has, how much power that church has. They're more than just a church. They are literally, I think, was going to obviously bring in, or help bring in this Antichrist system, help bring in this one world government, and they're going to be a big part of it. They're already doing it. It's not just the political leaders, it's the religious leaders all around the world. These big time, like Joel Osteens and all these false teachers that have infiltrated the Christian churches and pushing this new age and false doctrines. They're also meeting with this Pope and bowing down to him. I mean, if you're following these people like this, you're not realizing that you are being indoctrinated with this Catholic doctrine, which in the long run is really just this system that's going to bring you into this one world religion. So, you know, just open your eyes to that. Just kind of look into that. Just go do your own searches and find out. You know, type in certain world leaders and you'll find they've all went and bowed down to this Pope. So I believe that this Pope right here is going to be the false prophet that points to the Antichrist. So I do not believe, because my stance of where I believe the body of Christ lies, as far as we do not go through the tribulation. We're not going to see the Antichrist. As much as people think they're going to or want to, we're not going to see the mark of the beast. We're not going to see the Antichrist. We might see some bad times come. But when it gets down to that supernatural, because that is supernatural events, this is not a man. This is going to be the Antichrist that actually becomes the beast himself. And receiving these marks of the beast and all that, that's all in the tribulation times that, you know, the body of Christ isn't going to go through. As non-believers, you might want to pay attention to this stuff, because this is something you're going to have to face. That's just the way it is. So I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. Thanks for watching, and God bless.